everybody, Fixer here, back with the park. We left off getting off the little swan ride and learning about Hansel and Gretel. We used to read that book to Callum when he was a boy. Well, he still is a boy. What? When the electricity was out? Which...
Another accident. This place.
Which I assume is common in upstate New York. Oh, here comes the horde. Oh, the horde's coming. The teddy bear! Oh, there's a note. Despite the constant interruptions to work, Atlantic Island Park, this could be zoomed in a little bit. Atlantic Island Park will be opening on time. The governor is booked to cut the ribbons, so the only real question is whether we will have any customers. I'm not truly worried. The customers will come out of simple curiosity. I deduced... I gotta lean in here. I deduced what was needed from the banned writings of Archie Henderson. It's astonishing to think that resonance of positive emotions can be used to fuel such a process. Henderson himself chose to use negative. And that caused some of the taint that still lingers in this place. I will not make his mistakes. Very soon I will know if this has all been for nothing. Crap. Oh, Mr. Teddy Bear's got a stake in his eye. Is that Callum's teddy bear? Can I not get to it? Alright. Okay then. That's always good news.
Callum, where did you go?
Oh, she's afraid. Chad the Chipmunk, you're not welcome here.
Come out, sweetie.
Oh boy. He's being possessed by Chad the Chipmunk.
Don't hide from me, Callum.
The octopus ride, whatever it was called, I forget already.
Wait for mommy.
Oh boy. Where is he at? I don't see him. Is he already on the ride?
Callum, stay where you are.
Oh boy.
This old thing used to make the blood run to my head. Make me dizzy. The guy just snapped. Those poor kids.
Eyewitness report, Atlantic Island Park incident. Officer on duty, Sheriff F. Bannerman. Witness name, Norma Creed. We were waiting, this is her statement, we were waiting for a turn on the ride. Frank, me, and the boys. This fellow in the chipmunk suit is making an ice carving while people took photographs. His name is Chad, Norma. Obviously, she's not a fan of the park. She would know that. Lawrence wanted to go over to him, but I've always been a bit wary of those suits. They give me the creeps. It's silly, I know. Anyway, the chipmunk man, he was carving and picking away at the ice, and at first we thought he was making some animal, like a tiger or lion. But as more and more ice fell away, when you first looked, it was like a human face, smiling out of that block of ice. But the more you looked at it, the more you saw that there was something not quite right about the proportions. Something unnatural that made your heart begin to beat just a little bit faster, like you were prey, and that thing in the ice was the hunter. She's a little dramatic. But then these teenagers walked up, and one of them made a face at the carving and said something rude to the guy in the chipmunk suit, and then, well, he went berserk. For a few moments, it was chaos. Everybody was running away from the guy who had one of the teenagers on the ground, and he was stabbing with the ice pick, and the blood was spraying, and the people were screaming, and Frank and I had the kids, and we were dragging them away as fast as we could. Holy cow! And the last thing I saw before Frank dragged me away was that the eyeball of one of these poor kids had landed on the ice sculpture, making the horrible creature look more or less alive. Wow, Chad the Chipmunk had some anger problems, I think.
Wait, Callum!
Where is my boy? Follow the trail. Is he not on the ride? I don't see him on the ride, guys. This little brat. What's over here? Ride Octatron.
I can't get on while it's moving.
Well, let's turn it off. Let's decrease speed. So, decrease speed more? Is that working? Okay, they're all coming down. Alright, good gumdrops. I want to ride, I want to ride, I want to ride.
I can't get on while it's moving.
It's slowing down, settle down.
Come to mommy, Callum.
I don't know where this brat went.
Stop, Callum! I can't get on while it's moving.
Do I have to flick it one more time, I guess?
Come out, sweetie.
Here we go. We're riding the Octatron. Alright. So where's Chad the Chipmunk going to show up? In the car? Yeah. He's going to pop up in the car in front of us. It's going to go down below there and then pop up, and Chad's going to be there smiling his creepy ass grin at us. Uh-oh. Chad the Chipmunk, where are you? Oh, that's not Chad. That's big scary guy. He wasn't there before. Hello. Is he part of the ride? He's gone. What's that thing in the middle? That's the octopus? Did it always look like that? I don't know. I don't know why I got on the ride if my son's not on this ride. Apparently Mom just wants to have... What is in there? What the hell was that? Did you see that? Was that... There was a guy in here. I'm fairly certain of it. Can I look in these? No? Okay. Alright, well, obviously I got to go down that way, but before I do that, I want to go around... Oh, is there... Whoa, which way did I come? Is that the way I came? Obviously not, because the bridge is fallen. Okay.
Where are you?
What way? I don't know where you're at, you little brat. There's the report. Okay. So that's the way I came right there. We're gonna head out over this way. Anything in the water? I know in places like Bablo and Cedar Point, they've got like koi in the water. And anytime there's a line...
Treachery hides in thoughts. Treachery that lashes like a whip and scars our insides.
Mama's intense.
The first time I saw Callum, my thoughts betrayed me. I looked down at this wrinkled, red, bawling thing and I thought, is that it?
Yeah.
We build our world from expectations, and the world that I had built for Callum was no different. He was so real, so there, and so far from my expectations. They shattered, and as they fell in pieces, that one treacherous thought became a new foundation.
Boy.
All of the love that we shared, all of the warmth and goodness that followed, built on a single, traitorous thought.
Jeez. I guess you don't see too many games with, what was that? Did you see that? With, postpartum depression. Yeah, something's going on in there.
Callum? Where'd you go?
Oh, there's...
This way, Mommy.
Which way? What's going on in here? Oh, it's just the light. Read page. Oh yeah, they definitely gotta allow us to zoom in. Oh, hey! I just wanted to read the page. Aw, I didn't get to read that. That's kind of silly. I accidentally clicked on it, thinking I could possibly zoom it, but clicking on it took it off. So I will cut away here, and I'll read the page, since you guys probably didn't catch that either. I thought working in the park for summer would be a lot of fun, but the end of the season here really drags. There aren't that many tourists around, and so most of the staff spend their days standing around gossiping, and most of that gossip is about Chad. I mean, Steve. See? Even I am starting to call him Chad, and I went to school with the guy. It's that goddamn suit. In the beginning it was a laugh. Steve the local lush as Chad the Chipmunk, child-friendly mascot at Atlantic Island Park. Lock up your daughters and all of that. But the more he wears that suit, the weirder Steve is getting. At first it was little things, like refusing to change out the suit at work and taking it home with him every day. But then I saw him at Susie's diner, still wearing it. And it wasn't even a work day. Some of the staff complained discreetly to park management about the smell, and I saw him walking and talking with Mr. Winter, the owner, one day. But nothing seems to have changed. The suit still smells like a carcass whenever Steve walks by. Ew! And apparently Steve has picked up some new skills since the last time I saw him puking up in the gutter outside of Psycoil Station. I can't read that. Because he sure as hell can carve a mean ice sculpture. Those shapes he makes in the ice, though, they give me the creeps. Steve came by our booth today, lucky me, and he was just hung around for a while. I couldn't really tell because of the suit, but it seemed like he was just staring at me, sizing me up, eye-fucking me, whatever he was doing. I asked him what he wanted, and he just stood there, not saying anything. Eventually, I called my supervisor, and when he came by, Steve wandered off. My supervisor told me to put everything in writing, so here it is. Also, I quit. I don't want to see that chipmunk suit ever again. Laura Henman. Okay, Laura. We're back from reading the page. And this girl is... She's just standing back there. I don't think I can get in here.
Callum?
What? Where? That is a creepy-ass thing. Why would you have that in an amusement park? Then again, most of these things in amusement parks they're creepy-ass things. Okay.
Constant crashes and 80s music. I guess it floats someone's boat.
Okay. Well, we get some bumper cars here. We can fix it. What you doing?
No.
What?
Stop, doctor! Stop it,
Okay. Is that like am I like Frankenstein's monster? What's going on with that? Shocking revelations, says my achievement. I don't see Chad currently. And I cannot run. It does not want me to run. Okay, that happened right about here. I want to play on the bumper cars. Okay, I can run again. So this bumper car is working. I bet you I can get in it still. Oh, accident report. Employee name, Francis Dufresne. Time and date of accident incident, 25th of October, 1976. Oh my god, that is right by my birthday. Job titles and departments. Laborers working on the crane. Supervisor is Richard Stapleton. Witness is Lawrence Creed and Michael Edgeworth. Lawrence Creed, I assume, is Norma's son or husband, perhaps? I don't know. Brief description of the accident or incident. During the transport of the bumper cars into the arena, one of the straps attaching the load to the trunk came untied, causing a cascade of bumper cars onto Francis, who was standing directing the driver. Francis was crushed by the weight of the cars. Describe any injuries caused. Francis was killed. Just like that. Did the injured employee see a doctor? Well, yes. If yes, did you file an employer's portion of the workers' compensation form? Well, yes, we did. Supervisor's comments. Dexter, the truck driver, claims to have seen someone on the back of the load undoing the straps. Nobody else reported seeing that. The sheriff has requested that Dexter provide them with urine samples because he was obviously on drugs. Double checking of the straps after transit should be mandatory, and drug screenings for all drivers. Have the unsafe conditions been corrected? Of course they have. And this is a photocopy. I wonder why they pointed out that this is a photocopy. There's something behind me. Oh, no, there isn't. That's just the sound. I thought that was like a growl. The local laborers are very superstitious, and this hasn't helped. Some of them are refusing to return to work until we have someone from the local church walk the park and exorcise the bad spirits. Really? It's forcing me to look straight, guys. Oh, goodness gracious me.
Callum, where did you go?
Yeah, this is about the time where you're like, okay, I'm either tripping or we're not based in reality currently, and we should probably leave. And you're gonna have to punish your. You're gonna. I have a bad feeling that if I go this way, I won't be able to go back the other way. You're gonna have to punish your bratty child for getting you in this mess. Mm-hmm.
It's a matter of public record that I am a failure as a mother.
Oh boy.
Once, when Callum was very small, I left him asleep in the car while I ran an errand. Don't even remember what it was.
Wow.
When I came back, the sheriff was standing next to the car, watching my boy through the window.
Why didn't he break in?
Didn't like what I saw in his eyes. Judgment.
Well, yeah.
He wrote me the ticket without saying a word. Just the scratch of his pen on the notepad. When he gave it to me, our eyes met. I know what you're going through. My daughter, Helen, she just gets some help. Help was a bolt of lightning. Help was 1,000 volts surging through my veins. Help is agony. I'd rather die. I wanted to scream. I'd rather you pulled your gun and shot me. But instead my mouth said, yes, Sheriff.
Okay, actually, that's kind of intense. Jesus. Yeah, that's not exactly a theme that you see every day in the game. That's for sure. So we're finally at the really big Ferris wheel. Can't go in there. I can read a page, though. Barely. Continually delayed by the incompetence of the builders. The problem is that they're locals, and so they believe a lot of the I can't read that. Rumors about what Old Man Henderson used to do here. They grew up on those tales. Every time a bolt comes loose or a wrench goes missing, those fools are crossing themselves against the black magic. Of course, that is why I chose this site over all the other potentials. Solomon Island is a nexus for dark energies, and the thought of all that power just dissipating beneath the earth here, it makes my skin crawl. Why is there a shadow on the text? There's a shadow on that text. That's kind of weird for it to be like a written text on a paper to have a shadow. I called in a few favors back in Brooklyn and got someone at the local academy to see if they had any interesting books about local history. Turns out they do, and it turns out that Old Man Henderson has some pretty strong connections to the Brooklyn crowd. Perhaps something he wrote will help me find the piece of plans that I was missing. Was that a lead pipe? Lorraine with the lead pipe at the Ferris wheel? Whoa. Oh, that's the shadow. There's an axe and there's a fuel can. Really weird. All right, well, I think we will continue this next episode. We'll check out the Ferris wheel. Maybe Chad the Chipmunk will take us for a ride. So thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.